So whether you're a beginner, intermediate or advanced trader, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to trade trendline, how to use trendline the right way. Not like the regular way you know how to use it, but in a very simple and precise way on how to use it to trade with the trend, right? So let's get to it without too much talk.
So alright, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to first explain what trend lines are. So we are on MT4 right now, and I'm going to be showing you real life example on how to draw trend line. So first off, a trend line is simply a line that connects price movements to show direction. So upper trend we have higher lows, and then downtrend we have lower highs. Sorry, let me rephrase. Uptrend we have higher lows, and then downtrend we have lower highs. So in an uptrend we are going to be drawing the trend line, connecting the dot. We draw below price, connecting the lows, while in a downtrend we draw above, connecting the highs. So in an uptrend, in this case right here, we are drawing from below price. So let's go to this tool. For those of you using phone, it's gonna be like this. Connect from here to here. So make sure it's connecting perfectly. This low, if it does not connect, move over to the next low right here. So you connect it like this, and then like this. As you can see, it aligns what? It aligns perfectly, right? Yes. So what happened here, right? So price is in an uptrend, as you see. So in the case of the uptrend, you draw it from the low, connecting the lows in the uptrend, right? So what happened? Price came here and then touched it for the first time, touched it for the second time, reacted with a wick. You can see there's a wick here. Reacted with a wick. With this last bearish move with a wick, and then boom, which is a very good way to confirm if the trend line is going to hold, and then boom, it bought. Then what happened after that? It came back down again. You have to move the trend line. Came back down again, move the trend line to this place to get it to this place to get what you're looking for. Alright, get what you're looking for, move the trend line again. It came back down again. It came back down again, and then what did it do? There was a rejection at the trend line, and what happened? It bought again. So this is just a simple way to follow the trend. This is a perfect scenario for an uptrend situation. Now let's look for another chart example for a downtrend scenario. So alright, we are here to explain the bearish scenario. So in a downtrend, this is how you draw the trend line. I already have it out here, but let me take it out and explain it again. So like we said in a downtrend you draw above price, connecting the highs, right? You draw above price, connecting the highs. Now mind you, if a high does not connect, move over to the next high to see if it's connecting perfectly, because it might also mean that last high that is not connecting has been mitigated, meaning price has tapped there before. So you go to the next high to connect the trend line, right? So let's do it so you see what I'm talking about. So we come over here the same way we did the buys. Let's say we want to use this. We're looking at this, if it's going to connect. You tip here, and then you drag, and then you drag, and then you drag. What do you see? And then you drag. Yes, you drag. So you can see it connects. So what happened? This is a bearish scenario. Price was doing lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. So it started here, and then it came here, tipped it, like I said, whenever you want to trade this trend line, one of the rules is at least 2 touches is a confirmation. 2 touches, you can wait for 3. I think 3 is a confirmation. Don't force the trend line, let price respect it naturally. And also pay attention to wicks, not just the body of the candle but wicks. Adjust, don't redraw completely, just adjust. It's more likely to break it, take you out, and then keeps going in a different direction, right? It means the trend line is not valid anymore. The price has reversed and is now moving from a bearish market to a bullish market scenario, right? Yes, to a bullish market scenario. So when you draw the trend line like this, you make sure, if you're already late to the party and the trend line has already touched 3 times, you make sure you wait for it to give you a clear confirmation, or just avoid it totally because you're late on it. Price is more likely to break it if you get in out of FOMO and then keep moving against you, right? That is for breakout, false breakout. So it has broken out, and see what it did. It went back down after breaking out. It went back down, and what next? It now broke the high of the trend line. So even if we move our trend line to here, you can still see that here too is still broke here, tapped here, came back down, boom, and then finally made a reversal. So SMC people will call this a change of character. So it has broken this trend and then started another trend to the upside, of which you see here, right? Started another trend to the upside, of which you see here, after breaking the trend line. But from the little I have explained, if you had entered after maybe you drew the line from here up to this point, and you see this was the first touch and this was close to being a second touch, but it did not get to the trend line, and then you entered off here. Because why? There was a rejection wick. If you notice, those ones that reacted, there is always a candlestick to give you more information to enter, more confirmation and more confidence to enter. So this was a rejection wick, an indecision candle that was exhausted, showing that buyers and sellers are fighting, and at the ending of the day, sellers took control at the touch of that trend line. So the first one and these ones was not able to touch it perfectly, and this gave you a rejection. You'd have entered this and then closed, and then you that wants to enter on the third touch that's already late, you just have to wait, because price is more likely to break it after the third touch and start reversing against you. So that's basically how you do it. It's a very simple and concise manner. Make sure the trend line connects. In an uptrend, you draw below price connecting the lows, while in a downtrend you draw above price connecting the highs. You can use 1 hour time frame for this, you can use 15 minutes time frame for this, but the higher the time frame, the more better. So if you are using 1 hour, you can use 1 hour for this. Draw from if it's an uptrend, draw below price connecting the low. If it's a downtrend, draw above price connecting the high. Just look for the previous day high that just started and the previous day low, and you do your trend line and you draw your trend line. So that'll be it. That'll be all for this video. If you like this video, do it to leave a comment, reshare, and follow me for more tips like this. Peace out.